On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
To throw, here's Nix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Hey, ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Right back to Genty on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Let's go, let's try 50, try 6, 19, 18.
Now Milton. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Bronco defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
To throw, it's Milton. Got his man, it's Thornton. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Operating from McGann, here's Nix. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Bombers.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Come on. Back. 70 Lions.
The drive will start with an option going left. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter.
Bronco 80.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 4th down, Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Here's Milton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
Let's go now.
Genty will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 7, Cougar 19. Let's go.
And they'll run again. And this time he will get in. Touchdown Raiders.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Ready?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Dragon 60. Ready?
To throw is Milton. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
Come on. Set. Ready?
A give out of the gun to Jensen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll go again with Genty. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19 take. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70. 70. 18. Come 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Here's Milton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And that is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field. It's got him incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 8.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las
Forecast
Vegas.
calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers one forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Elias. Trap 50. Trap 50.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6.
60 Maverick. Come on, come on.
Throwing is Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Milton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Ready,
After
set.
the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Cougar 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Nix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Dobbins. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. One more time with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going. It's Nix. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 7. To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come 19! Come 19! Let's go now! 19, 18!
The run straight ahead with Genty. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hop 70, hop 60 Bobcats, 60
Milton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then the defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, here's Nix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Tough spot here, 3rd down at 11. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors, step 2. 18, 19, 18.
Now Milton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bruce. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Nix. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Captain. Oh, my son.
Back to throw. Nix. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nix. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up an...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Cut 19, cut 19. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
1st down, Raiders.
Dragon 6, Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready. Ready.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Martinez. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Raider 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Looking to throw. Milton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early. Try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for the Raiders, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.